with, this what got you into covering baseball, especially as in depth as you do.
Sure. So to rewind it like all the way back to like day one, I
Okay.
got to start with my family background. So it's ironically not in baseball at all. It's in football. So I grew up in a football family. My dad coached at the college and NFL level,
Okay.
and myself, my three brothers played Division I small college football. My dad coached at various levels. I grew up in those locker rooms, and for us, baseball, especially for me and my dad, was something that was sports related and something we could follow and something we could have a lot of fun with, but wasn't necessarily related to the day-to-day grind of, 9-on-7 inside run drill or or when I was working as a ball boy, making sure the cones were set up for
Nice.
7-on-7 drill or something like that. So, and it's the summer, so there's sometimes not a lot going on, especially in the NFL. So, my dad's a diehard born and bred Royals fan.
Yeah.
When I was coming up with him, the Royals around 2015 were starting to get really fun.
True.
And we lived in some interesting places right around team when teams were getting good. So we were in Detroit in the mid 2010s when the Tigers were having a bit of their run. So I
Okay.
watched a lot of that team. And so baseball for us was something where we could kick back, relax, and just enjoy the game. And so I've always really loved baseball. It's been something that I've been able to kind of study on the side and got into covering baseball basically because I realized that I'm sure other people would benefit from the long paragraphs that I'm sending to my brothers or my sister or my friends or explaining to people on FaceTime. And so just really wanted to share that knowledge. I try to keep things that defer to the game interesting for the people that really like the nitty gritty of baseball, as well as making sure that it's a welcoming and inclusive environment for people that are getting into the game. Because if baseball needs anything, it's more people that know about baseball that are also really excited when new people get interested in baseball. So that's kind of the atmosphere that I'm trying to foster with Defer It to the Game.
That's pretty dope. So my follow-up question is, did you dig into football to the depths that you have like dug into baseball?
As a player and growing up with it, absolutely. I was a complete football nerd.
Gotcha.
So, you
Gotcha.
know, my dad kind of grew up in the pro style offense, a lot of Belichick and Parcells stuff. I played in a little bit more of a spread RPO offense in high school, and then I played Service Academy triple option football in college
Woo.
at Citadel.
Nice.
So got a chance to experience all of the different offensive philosophies that are going around football. And by my senior year, I don't want to say like a third assistant offensive line coach, but had the playbook down to such a knack where I had a binder that I basically photocopied and gave to the freshmen. And I'm like, these are all the notes you're going to need. This is everything we've gone over for the last 4 years. Every check, audible, everything diagrammed for you. If you're a reader, all the rules are written out. If you're a visual learner, all the plays are sketched out. And it's just kind of the way I approach things. It's the coach's kid in me.
That that's dope. You ever think about getting into coaching?
No, I know how the sausage is made.
I feel you. That's I always my running joke nowadays is this is why the Wizard of Oz didn't let you behind the curtain.
Exactly. Like if you like something, never find out how it's made because you might not like how it's made. So, I've been in those meetings where we picked up a guy off waivers on Wednesday for a Sunday NFL game, and I'm with my dad in the room, and we installed an entire NFL offense in one night because this dude had to be ready to catch passes from Matthew Stafford at practice tomorrow, and he's going to expect people to know the plays.
Jeez, man, that's tough, but cool because that, like you say, that just give you a different perspective, which helps when you're somebody like you who's giving out good content.
Absolutely. And, I try to pride myself on being a good public speaker because whenever I would move to a new place with my dad, the first meeting, I would have to go up in front of the entire team and do three different things. So, say my name, where I'm from, my signing bonus, and a joke.
Okay.
So if you've ever seen Hard Knocks, that's a lot that like a lot of guys do that. And
Yes.
so I had to get very good at being like, my name's Deuce Prince from Charlottesville, Virginia. My signing bonus was room and board for 18 years. And then whatever joke would follow after that, depending on how old I was. So,
Feel you. I
but
feel you.
loved growing up with football and then baseball. I'm not I could turn my brain off, but I'm not the type of person that just turns my brain off. So I
Yeah.
naturally just started to learn more and more about the game.
Just progressed into baseball.
Exactly.
Um, well, that goes.